Oh. All my audio is just... Oh, okay.
William Jane, Ithaca.
I could, but they're fucking expensive.
Yeah, they're
Womp womp.
not that bad.
Fuck you, don't womp me, you son of a bitch.
Ah, children.
I know. I used to be that young once.
Shut the fuck up.
Why do I hang with you boys? Like, seriously.
I don't know.
As
Your own
the
fucking
youngest
fault.
one here, I tell all of you old fucks to be quiet.
They have a website.
I am
How
Excuse
much?
you, sit down, whippersnapper.
I'm turning into dust. I'm dust in the wind.
And turn
Yo.
to your sister one of these
Shut the
days,
fuck up.
Dom, and be like, I hope you know I am old enough to be your father.
They have strength dosages 2.5 milligrams, 5 milligrams, and 10 milligrams.
Kenzie, look at your fucking weed drink later. Let's play fucking Pathfinder.
But I just checking to see how
Don't
much
care.
it is. And free
Oh.
shipping for anything over $100. Are you 21 years old? Yeah.
Text Mel to smack you for me real quick.
She can't right now. She's hurting pretty bad.
You'll love it. It'll
Oh,
help reduce the
no.
pain for a second.
No, it won't.
Exactly.
She's in pain. Her head's
Schadenfreude.
really bad. Okay, so for
Isn't
a
it
one-time,
Schadenfreude?
That's what-
so for
I don't
8
know how
cans, it's almost
pronounced.
$50. I really want to get it.
You have been the first to type in the chat, Star, but we will never know
I
who's
saw.
really here first.
Raven is bragging.
Technically, Shiny was here first.
Yeah.
I would...
And the first to type in the chat was technically the tavern bot.
Technically, it was stream stickers.
True. Okay.
I read the comments. Everything about it says it fucking gives you a great buzz. They use 2,200 milligrams of lion's mane?
Hey, Fire,
Oh, yeah.
let's respect the time that everyone has given to play this game.
Mm-hmm.
So, Star, would you like me to read the announcement prophecy?
Go ahead.
Past shall touch present, where no clocks chime. Silence shall be broken by those long buried.
Well then.
Just hear out the distance. Well then. So, since
I
last
thought there
week, the game allowed me to import the map of Chicago into an actual map and not just a image. It's over here.
Ta-da! We are here in Chicago. Would you like me to read the diary entry, or does somebody else have something?
Well, I mean,
No, diary. I look forward to it every week. Don't take this pleasure from me.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
Plus,
Thank
I
you
missed
very
last
much.
session, and the diary entries are pretty detailed. So, given the fact that I missed everything, I need it.
Well, Hunter was very quiet last session, I will say.
PTSD will do that to you.
Mm. All right. Day 2 and 3 and so many more days of this trek. I believe it was something like 14 days of travel. We've had some hints that things were not completely tame. One of the first nights, for example, while making camp, Will had another episode from his disease. He told me he felt fine, but he froze. His eyes grew distant, his hands started shaking. One of his hands went down to the earth, and then he came back to himself. I would never have seen it if he hadn't asked me to fetch and carry for him. I wouldn't have been doing even that, but I have nothing else to do, so I help where I can. He doesn't want me to worry, so he hid it. That didn't stop me from checking him for fever or other signs. He just said that the whole world went red for a moment, and there was a thrumming beneath his hands. He asked Sebastian if Sebastian saw anything, but Sebastian started singing about croutons? I think he was making fun, but it's hard to tell with him. It's an ill omen starting out our trip. We need to find out more about his illness. Then, we were going around the east side of the mountains, and we saw a group of trees. They were odd, jutting out at unnatural angles or otherwise just not blending in. I remember how we found that group of rocks that hid the wagons the demons were in. This definitely struck us as a blind of some sort. It would have taken us the better part of the day to investigate this, and we were all remembering that if we leave the demons alone, they will leave us alone. At least right now. So we kept an eye on them, but otherwise let them be. Will, somehow in the middle of this, decided to start us thinking on what our team name would be. His suggestion? Well, what he did suggest started with larks and daggers. I don't know. It doesn't ring right with me. I'll have to think on it some more. About 10 days in, when the sun went down, we had come around the mountains, but we saw the glow of the capital still far off. But something big is putting off all that light if it isn't the capital. Will actually asked if we would actually want to go into the capital. Yes. New place, new people. I am here for it. Belle was too. I mean, we came all this far. Sebastian, though, after a debate of sorts, I think with himself, asked to avoid the city, as did Ludwort. I understand Ludwort, though he's justified in his nervousness. Will thought on who he would actually take into the city with him, and Sebastian asked to go in, and not to be left alone with the kitty cat, along with swearing at me under his breath. All right, how much more do I have to be the bigger person? I have been nothing but nice, and have helped more than anything else, but it takes one unconscious insult, one small mistake in words, and I could fall down a well and he would pour water on me. I need to put up with his large insults, even though I'm suddenly the most hated thing ever. No, I must stand back and give more chances, as I am abused, sworn at, threatened, and in general hated. He's mine. He is mine. And I will protect him and care for him like the others, but I wonder how much more I can take of this. Do I wait for the rabid two-legger to bite me? Is that when I'm going to even stop trying? In a surprising turn of events, we came across an Anadi family, about 12 days into our travel. We didn't know it, but we were 2 days outside of the capital at that point. Now, Anadi are people who can change to and from spiders, like I can change to and from a cat. They're peaceful and friendly. After the first mistake, Belle and Sebastian went first after we heard and smelled their fire, and we mistook their child as a threat. Thank goodness they figured it out before something we couldn't take back happened. The child, a young female, was adorable. The whole family was, and multicolored, so bright. I adore their style. She and I made friends right away, and when I changed into my forelegs, we played around the yard. The little one, Marasha, was very surprised that I don't create my clothes when I change shape. But while her clothes are a part of her, mine have always been separate. I'm a little envious, but I think I like my way better. I don't have to concentrate what I'm going to wear when I go to 2 legs. They confirmed that the capital was nearby, and allowed us to camp in the yard for the night. I hope we can come back. We finally got to where we could see the capital city of Shago. It was night at that point, and the place is huge. Much bigger than Thornwall. It looked like a column of fire at first. But after a moment of looking at it closer, we could see that the big column in the middle, is an echo effect of their shard. It's so impressive. We went down and into the city the next morning, and we end up going to, I think it's the Pathfinders Guild? Will seemed to know where he was going. We met the chapter leader, one Vanis Drelt. He confirmed that we really don't have any place to stay, at least not covered if we're not Will. Unless we join the Pathfinder Guild. Again, something to think about. So, now we do have choices. We all have things that we want to do, including going to the temple, Will, Ludwart, and Bell. Also, I saw a tavern that was recommended to me by a couple of gods that I would like to check out. Maybe I can come in as a dancer for a night or two and get either free room and board, or maybe, just maybe, I can get us all some money and be able to pay our way through. Options and opportunities. What to do next? End of entry.
I realized I was muted.
Ah.
Alrighty then. We ended up cutting short of nappy time last session. So who wants to go?
I think we
I
can
know.
start off with Bell, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I did break away and go to the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely,
That
start with
would
if
be
you
the
guys
one place I forgot to come up with a map.
want. Makes sense. So is the place you least expect?
No, it was just the one I forgot.
It's I've had those moments. I've definitely had those moments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Elwood, after kind of being a little upset at finding out that there are this big brawling city and all that, and his people are kind of like on their last legs a little bit. He decides to go out and go to this temple where he has been told the general area.
Right. So it's about 10 p.m. right now in the world.
Oh, it's night. Okay.
Yeah, because you were looking for bed. Or no, it's this. This is 2. Oh, sorry, no. 12 p.m. It's noon. Fucking noon.
Yep. We arrived in the morning. I'm like, I realized the
I was
city probably takes a while to get places, but
Damn. No,
Damn.
I just looked at it and was like, military time, produce 2:10, period, done.
no, I got you. I got you.
Remove 12. Reduce 12. That's what you
12
do for military
no,
time.
12 minus 2. Because after you get at, because after 12, then generally just minus 2 and that's it. Well, 12.
Add 12, and in military time is 1400.
Never mind, that scene doesn't happen then. I have a scene for nighttime.
Oh.
Well, a scene description.
Whoa.
So as you are walking slowly through the paved avenues, your boots clicking against the worn marble of a
My cane clicking is.
against the marble of a road trodden by hundreds before you. Though your body is weary from the road and darker burdens weigh on your shoulders, there's a clarity in your eyes, something sacred drawing you forward. The temple stands apart, surrounded by a crescent wall of silver veined stone and veiled in curling vines of dark ivy. It exudes both so much. Try not to burp and read this paragraph. Apparently,
I
water
feel
makes me
you.
have to burp.
If you drink it right, yeah.
Yep. Veiled in curling vines of dark ivy, it exudes both reverence and solemnity. A shallow pool surrounds its foundation, reflecting not the sky above, but a shifting play of ghostly light. An illusion, or perhaps a divine manifestation.
Interesting.
The gates are open, or the doors are open for you to enter. That's not spiritual.
Right. Yeah, Belle would, be looking at this grand temple to his goddess. That, is to him the most grand thing he's seen, as the church that they come from is, yes, a part of Pharasma, but then there's also a couple different gods that people worship there as well. Only one temple. They have to abide by the whole town's. Kind of looks in awe for a minute. Yeah. Um, oh, and I just it. I think I said it last game, but
I have.
For it.
Whoa.
You are wow.
That was impressively bad.
Happened.
You broke up horribly.
You sound like you're far away and you're breaking up bad.
It was like every other syllable.
Okay.
Probably just leaving it and see if that fixes it.
I know.
Yes?
That.
Well, I need more than a syllable to know.
Talk to talk talk to talk to talk
Yeah,
talk
better.
talk.
That's fine.
I'll just do a Sebastian. Meow 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 meow.
I will have you know if I'm disconnected from a thing, all I do is Vegeta, 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 Vegeta. Or
Are you
all
hungry?
these quests make a circle. All these quests make a circle.
Yeah. I know I said it last game, but also, Mackenzie was not here, so I'll re-say it. Bell will keep the limp that he is portraying. As he walks throughout the whole city, he's walking with a bit of a limp with his cane.
Fucking cripple.
Whoa. Yeah, but he'll enter as like this like smile of like pride that God has a temple this devout to.
I'm not certain if you cut out the end or you stopped talking.
I said he walks in as, has this smile of pride on his face that his God has a temple that is as devout to her as that's grand.
as they are in these days. It's not dedicated wholly to her. She is she's a major goddess, so she is a prevalent one, but there's several others in the location. As you kneel in front of this altar to her, I suppose, the world begins falling away as the murmurs of the city fade into silence. In your mind, the incenses here have smells of old books, stone, and distant rain. Your lips part in a whisper of prayer at some point. Around you, stained glass windows, flickering faintly with divine light, casting visions of judgment, fate, a great spiral of life and death. For a moment, all the problems of your life and the world seem to be rather distant. And for just a breath of time, you're not a wanderer, a fighter, on or whatever titles apply to you. You're simply a soul in search of guidance.
I think he'll be in that state for a decent little bit of time. He'll eventually slowly get up and take a nice little exhale. And maybe do a little sweep of the room that he's in, and maybe see if there are any people who look like they are followers who are serve the church under Pharasma.
Okay, go ahead and make a seek check. um, as you're looking around, it's becomes more and more apparent that there doesn't appear to be any staff here, but there's a flow and an order. People come, do the prayers. In fact, you see people doing their prayers, tidy up something a little. You see brooms laying throughout. Some people just come and clean and maintain. Light candlesticks and strikers. Laying about for anyone to use.
It's very like reminiscent of what Bell would do back at home when he's in the temple. Looking around, would I see maybe like an entryway to maybe like a library or a study or something that looks like there would be books?
Not
Or
that you
for
can tell in
communal
here.
use that I can tell? Okay.
Like, so, if we're looking up at the north part up here.
Yeah.
We're up here, and you kind of like,
I see
as
it.
you come in, there's storage rooms to either side, but they're pretty obviously storage rooms, and they're not locked or anything. I mean, they're politely closed, but you see some people go in and grab something, come out and use it there, and you come into this big circle area. And that's kind of like what all the temples are, or like the altars to the various deities are all laid out. And there's a couple floors. But it all appears to just be a provided place for worship, which is a little strange.
Strange, the fact of it's different from the temple that I'm used to.
Strange as there's no leadership. There's no governance of it. There's no, I am a priest of Pharasma and I will guard and maintain this altar and provide
Right.
suggestions and thoughts for the other followers underneath me in my order. And I think there's none of that.
Right. I think maybe like seeing that and everything, Belle would maybe like to one of the people maybe putting like a broom back or something. Looks like they're maybe like about to leave.
Mhm.
Don't want to interrupt anyone in prayer. Maybe would go up to them and excuse me, I apologize for disturbing you. I'm new in town, and I was just coming here to worship, and I realized that there's no like priests anywhere.
um. Yes, we self-govern, and no one person is over the. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it's, I like that concept. It's a bit different. I'm used to like a priest that oversees everything. That's very interesting.
It is certainly interesting, and takes a little bit to get used to at first, I would suppose.
Again, I apologize for asking so many questions. Do you know, is there like an area, even if it's not in this temple, that is, I could maybe find, uh, religious books or documents or anything of that sort? Just wanted to do a little, studying and research.
I guess it might depend on what specifically you're looking for.
Just things on my deity Pharasma.
You might have to look at some of the more devout people in town. They might have some. You might go away. I don't care about. Oh, computer. It's on Windows 8, and it's to update to Windows 10. Because you need to update to 8.1. Well, 8.1 isn't supported anymore, and it just goes through an error file. So every time I turn it on, it goes, "You should update to 8.1." 8.1 doesn't exist.
See. Oh, okay.
It's not just notes, it's notey notes.
Oh.
It's the notey notes that note.
The notey notes that note notes.
Dictates.
In notation, no less.
With quotations.
Why are you like?
Hey, I'm just tired. I'll catch up in a second.
Alright, might want to try and find Baramis. Elderly man with a wild and silver hair. Deeply lined facial features. Claims
His name is Baramist.
Ramis.
Oh, Ramis.
Like Ramis, but it's
Gotcha. Okay.
He claims to be a prophet. Kind of looks at you with like some mistrust, not in you, but in Aramis.
Right.
I wouldn't take this too deeply to heart. He's a kind man, but he
Understood. Would you know maybe how where I could start my search for him?
wanders around. He's probably in the Western District somewhere. I'm honestly not certain. Certain if he has a home.
Understood. Thank you. Regardless, I very much appreciate your kindness.
Certain.
And with that, I think Bell would take his leave from the temple. Maybe go off into the Western District and roam around and see if he can find a person that has been described to him, to maybe see if he could find, if maybe see if he has any texts or any books or anything. If not, nothing lost, nothing gained.
Oh,
Whee!
let's go ahead. Yes, seek.
Brr. I forgot we're on an actual map now. I'm just gonna yank my token.
Would you like to reroll that?
Brr. Don't know what I got.
It was a natural one.
Damn.
Yeah, better. Although it's not very hard.
It's not hard to get better than a natural one.
Alright. As you are walking around town district, going in between like some alleyways and stuff, looking around, just listening to your gut. All of a sudden,
All of a sudden, I get mugged.
not mugged. I'm trying to get image stuff.
Oh, oh god, he's getting jumped. It's worse than getting mugged.
Get jumped.
There are 5 level 1s. It's assaulting your location. The good news is you're level 3. The bad news is they have
Oh.
better access economy.
Oh, uh-oh. Am I alive? I think I'm alive.
You
I
function,
mean,
yes.
You're here.
Everything went black. It flashed white and then went black. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it's your stream is resetting. Oh my god, your stream's resetting.
Yeah,
The
this tactical reset happening right now.
wow. You never left Shiny, though. I will say you weren't quiet. You weren't very quiet, or at least the music didn't stop or anything. It was weird. But hi, welcome back.
Yeah. Oh. 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 There goes OBS.
Oh. No, OBS! No!
Maybe. 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 It
Hang
has.
hang on.
It has a pop
Hang in
up
there.
that's on my screen that I cannot.
Give it a second.
Dob, come in here. Look at this stupid ass fucking alert. Oh, never mind. It decided to go back. So like this.
Did it get over
This
itself?
little pop up.
Mm-hmm.
It was black, but when I did, it did this, and now there's no buttons. But if I drag it around, I can see it. But like it changes, so I can't.
Can you quickly?
Hi, Cozy.
Oh.
No.
A pop up said, "Do you want to close OBS while it's still streaming?" I'm like, but like if I click on the top bar of the pop up, it went solid black, and like or like when I click and drug it, I could see it, but it'll let go, so I could click no. It went solid black. So then we're like,
Oh,
maybe we
no.
just click the X in the top right corner, and now OBS is black.
Oh wow.
Dang.
I did if I Jesus, if I click on, I'm gonna have to shut down.
God.
I have to task manager shut down. Apparently.
A short sabbatical,